Right. Man United play Everton tomorrow. How are we going to get on? Let's go to Lawless first on this. How do you think United will do?
It's not looking good, lads. It's not looking good. And I hate to say it. I want to see a draw because of the position that you're both in. I'd be happy to see a Man United win because I'm so sick of hearing about, oh, Moyes, look, you should have kept Moyes. Look at him winning and you're not winning. Like, it's a situation for both. Like, Everton need to be humbled a bit. Moyes needs to be humbled at Everton. I just don't think you have the capacity at Goodison. Last season at Goodison, they've got momentum. They've got the crowd behind them. Man United have the opposite, and it's going to be one of them ones. They're going to be set up very defensively well structured. He's got them scoring a few more goals now, so it's going to be a case of if you can really break them down, and then what your defense can do. Like I've watched a few Man United games at Goodison. I think it was last season I watched, and it was very frustrating watch from a Man United perspective. And now it's going to be even more frustrating. And I hate to say it, but it's going to be another bloody win for Everton, man. And this is an important game. I think it's important to start to turn it around for Man United because it's still Everton. They're still, not been a great side, so it's not a good look. But man, I just can't see how Man United win this game at the moment. I really can't.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you. No one has picked up more points in the Premier League since Moyes took over Everton than Moyes. That's crazy, right?
Yep.
It's my chosen one.
I think like 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, something like that. 4 wins and 6. That's why
you know what? If Everton win, I want to hear the narrative that you should have kept Moyes. I want to hear that. Let's do that.
I mean, it's a bit of a crazy narrative to say 10 years later. If it was something more recent, then maybe.
I know
the narrative right now is why is Moyes doing better than Emery? And I keep saying, well, he's not really taking on the same assignment, if I should say. No one really brought Moyes into this Everton team and say, hey, by the way, we wanna restructure this whole team right now. We want to get rid of the couple attackers that you have, and we want you to play a different brand of football than the other manager. He just came in to continue a job that Sean Dyche was doing. And to be fair, it is a manager bounce. Like if you ever needed to see what a manager bounce is, it's what Everton are doing right now. The players are just playing with higher morale, and they're just finding joy in their football again. I think Beto said it last game. He said, we're just enjoying football again. That's quite literally the definition of a manager bounce.
He's a very similar profile manager to Dyche. So it's not like he's having to rip up the playbook.
Yes, exactly. There's nothing.
And that's why you're not seeing the same type of bounce at West Ham with Potter, because Potter's going in there and it's the start of implementing something new and a different way of playing. So, West Ham are going to go through what United have gone through with less media scrutiny from a global sense of up and down results to begin with, because you are now going in a new direction. You should have just done this in the summer like we did, as opposed to starting it midway through. What I always love about the comparisons, though, look what Moyes is doing. Whenever you're talking about other managers, so if you turn around and go, why is Mikel Arteta done this, or why would Amorim say that? Well, that's what the elite managers say and do. You can't compare your shitty clubs or your bad managers to these elite people. Well, why are we comparing what Everton are doing to Man United? This is what annoys me about football fans is it's the duplicity in the punditry. It's just so, I know there's banter to be had, but you're talking about serious conversations on social media, serious conversations in the mainstream media about this. 1 minute you can't compare it to the elites, but you can compare a club that's been where Everton have been for the last 25, 30 years to Man United in terms of the media scrutiny, the rebuild that we're going through, all these different situations and problems. I find it hilarious. That all being said, I can't see where we get a win tomorrow. I want us to win, of course. That all being said,
hold on. Let me give you some copium.
Can't see it. Go on. What's the copium?
So no Decore. Good news.
No Decore.
Yeah, he's suspended still because of the Liverpool incident. So he's suspended, and I don't know if anything changed or not, but I don't think Ndai is playing. So
who are you missing? Who are you missing?
I'll be honest with you, Lawless. me missing players or not doesn't really make a difference. I'm just
Yeah.
bad
Bro,
anyway.
Beto firing right now, bro. Beto, when he first came, I thought, okay, this guy actually looks alright, you know. I was surprised when I saw Calvert-Lewin start games, and then he was the one that was being benched in that. Now, bro, he's looking good again, man. Like if you look at that finish against Liverpool, the movement, bro, getting in behind, you know what I'm saying? Like he's physical, he's gonna rough your centre backs up again as well. Bro, Everton right now, they just seem a little bit more, you know, motivated, a little bit more confident. Obviously it's their last game now playing United as well, their stadium as well, isn't it? So, you know, Moyes, he's always got this thing for United as well. So let's see, man. Let's see. So is it the first game of the weekend?
Yeah, 12:30
or 7:30. There's a game today.
They're the worst ones. They ruined your weekend. They ruined your weekend.
7:30 my time. I gotta wake up 7:30 to watch potentially a loss to Goodison Park, bro.
I look at it the other way when we're playing badly. I look at it as though if we're gonna lose, I'd rather it be at the beginning, and then the enjoyment of other football matches and sport make me feel better. Recently, we've been because of the Europa League, we've been the last game or one of the last games, and when that goes wrong, it's like I end my Sunday on a dampener. So at least I look at it the other way when we're bad. When I was in title races, when we were in title races back in the day, I used to hate going first because it could ruin your weekend if one of your competitors won. Honestly view it the other way around, that now that we're not a very good team, I'd rather go first and get it out the way, win, lose, or draw, as opposed to, because I kind of dread our games. I don't really look forward to them at the moment in terms of a spectacle. So I'd rather it just be done. Do you know what I mean? I wish we were playing tonight. Someone here says Decore definitely available.
Yeah, I'm seeing this in the chat. I gotta go and check then because I was on SofaScore and they're saying he's gonna be suspended. So
let me do that for you right now, Staffy, because I could just check it on goal right now.
Bro, the fact that I need Decore to be out for me to have a chance is actually embarrassing. But
I think McNeil's out. Calvert-Lewin is obviously out.
Calvert-Lewin,
Everton's injuries, are Broja, Mangala, Calvert-Lewin, Dwight McNeil, Coleman, and Ndiaye, right?
So Decore's back from his suspension. I mean he's
Lindstrom
gonna destroy me.
That Lindstrom guy's dead, but they've got Harrison. He can do a little something. They've got Beto.
Harrison is good. Lindstrom is dead. And what's his
name?
That's what I'm saying.
Your old boy should be starting the game as well.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. I mean, listen, we have a lot of injuries ourselves, and it doesn't get any better from here. But to be fair, I think we fluked a couple good results against Everton recently. I mean, we beat them 4-0 in what, my opinion, that should have never been a 4-0 game. We won 4-0.
And they take their lead. By the way, if they win this, I just want to say they're above Man United. They've got 1 point. If they win this, they're 4 points ahead of Man United, and it puts them, 6 points ahead of West Ham. But yeah. So obviously we'd have a game in hand, so we'd have to beat Arsenal.
It's going to be an interesting one. United have got a few players hopefully coming back. I think we've said today that Ugarte's back, Lenny Euro's back. I think Ericsson is back. Our bench
Euro was never injured. It was just him.
Where's the goals, Terry? Where do you not think the goals are going to come from?
That's the issue, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but mate, I'll be honest with you. I could sit here and do a waffle sandwich all day. Right now, I have no idea. The goals are going to come if somebody clicks into a bit of form, but I can't tell you who or what or why. Because it's just one of these. Well, you were sucking him off 2 weeks ago when you were linked to him, bro. What are you laughing for now?
Bro, I said
you come on here. Your knees were red, and you were go. Actually, I've been doing my research. Now you're laughing. Get the fuck out of here. You're the one who backed your owners, and they're trying to buy him. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
I told you, I came on here fuming at the fact here that we could have bought this guy for 60 million. And I said, I don't want this guy. But I have to be real. The past few weeks, regardless of his miss, regardless of his shocking game against Tottenham, he's actually been decent for you, man, recently.
I get that, but you came on here doing a glug 3000 right for him. But listen, the summer soon come, brother. The summer is going to be here soon. But look, the only way we're going to score is if some people click into gear. I read a damning stat. We're only like 10th in the league for big chances created, but we're only like 5 behind Nottingham Forest, and look where they are. We have the lowest conversion rate of big chances created in the league at 8%. Only Southampton have missed more. And I was talking about this earlier on in the week. I'm not saying a striker or a goal scorer fixes Man United, but I think we have an extra 9 to 10 points in the league at this point, which puts us, ironically, only a few points off 5th, but much higher in the league. And I think it would relieve the pressure. That's what this team needs to do more than anything else. We need to start scoring goals. How we do it, it's about these individuals staying composed, because it's not just the Spurs game. Go back and look at multiple matches. There's loads where we should be scoring, equalizing, going ahead, and we don't take chances. Of course, there are loads of areas that need fixing in this new system that we're implementing, but the inability to convert our chances, I do feel is one of our biggest problems at this particular moment. Because what it also does, it makes your opponents more confidence against you, because, well, even if they get chances, they're not going to score. The fact Spurs beat us, the more I've calmed down after the result and watched the game back and re-watched it and watched the chances, how we walked out of there losing is so frustrating, because we had so many clear-cut opportunities to take the lead, to equalize, and probably to go ahead. It was annoying, but yeah,
it sounds like you've sold your Rasmus stocks, Terry. Is that the case now? Yeah, you've sold it.
Look, I look at it this way. I listened to what we spoke earlier about what Varane said about we bringing young players to Man United when they're not ready, and we go, there you go and deliver. And for me, I think Rasmus was a talent when we bought him. I stand by that, but he's been made to be a number 9 at the biggest club in England, one of the most famous clubs in the world, where the media scrutiny is high, the fan pressure is high, and he's collapsed. I think when Rasmus leaves, you will see him do what Anthony's doing right now, as an example. And we need to look at the Anthony who came in at 21. Right, you're not the number 7, but you're going to play in that position. You've got to be the guy straight away. The pressure was there. The money for him didn't help. Rasmus comes in. You're the number 9. You've got to deliver straight away. We've got to learn that rarely do you buy players that young and they come in and deliver straight away. You could use Rooney as an example. He's a bit of an exception to the rule of an 18-year-old, 19-year-old you buy that comes in and does that. But look who also surrounded him in that team. Look who the spine of Man United was at that particular juncture. This is something we have to learn. Yes, there's a young lad we're linked to at the moment. Giovanni Kenda, 17, 18 when he joined. Any Man United fan that's going to be like, oh, he's going to be our saviour. You're a dickhead. Stop thinking like that. Stop acting like that. These young players we're signing need to be given time to be nurtured, time to develop. And I know people go, oh, if you're in the first team, you should be criticised. Yes, but you can rarely in football are the young players the talisman. Every now and then you'll get a Yamal as an example, a Rooney, like I've mentioned, but these players are not the rule. They are the exception to that. And so for me, yeah, my stock in him has gone from a Man United perspective. But do I think he'll deliver when he leaves and goes elsewhere? Absolutely. If Anthony can look like he looks right now in the... By the way, if Anthony gets a man of the match this weekend, I've read somewhere that will be the first player ever. He's already the first player ever to get a man of the match in his first 4 La Liga games. No one's ever had 5 on the bounce. This guy could get a record that Messi and Ronaldo don't even have. Man of the match 5 times on the bounce. So for me, I'm not worried about the idea we can't sell these players. It's just I think some of these guys are done at Man United.
So you think you're going to sell him in the summer then?
I don't know if we'll sell him because we've got loads to sell. I don't think
maybe
maybe
a lot of money to Atalanta for him, bro. That's
so it depends on what we get offered. So they might find a situation where they say, if you could get a loan deal where most of that, whatever you're paying for his transfer fee that season is taken care of, so that it's net neutral that year, has a good season, maybe away at Juve and does really well, and then they drop £60 million on him, you'll probably find by then you're making a very slight profit on that sale. However, we've got to get rid of, over the next 2 to 3 years, about 90% of this squad. What order they go in, I couldn't do it for you. I've got my own personal preference. He ain't one of the top people, by the way. There's a lot of people that should go before him. But yeah, he's someone that I think won't last. Especially if we do buy a couple of new attackers and they start delivering. I just don't think he'll last. But that's it. We'll come to that comment in a moment. Terry is a fool. But yet you watch me every day. Oh, bless you. What's that say about you? You all right? Is it? I know what this is. This is the conversation about height, isn't it? You're 4'8", isn't it? And you little, that's what it is, bruv. Oh, God bless you, little cotton socks. Let's go to some of these super chats here. First one.